The great thing about collecting cameras now is there's a whole lot of cameras which a few years ago were unaffordable, but now due to the rise of DSLRs, film cameras are sometimes the most affordable type of camera. In the 1980s I always wanted a Contax. Great German name, great cameras of the 1960s. Suddenly in the 1980s the name reappeared. Yashica started to make Contaxes under license, were able to use the name Contax. They had an agreement with the German company and they came up with a number of fantastic cameras. This is a 137 and it's automatic in that aperture priority, and it's got a manual setting as well. It's beautiful to hold, it's extremely robust. If I turn it on, red to say it's on. You choose the aperture and the camera automatically selects the shutter speed. This is indicated in the viewfinder. At the moment it's on half a second at f11. The lens which people particularly like with this camera, sometimes they came with the Yashica lens, but the lens you really want to look out for is the Carl Zeiss planar. This is a 1.7, so moderately fast, not quite as fast as the really desirable 1.4, but it's a good lens. It's a 50mm, so it's a nifty 50. And this, the 137MA, has a motor rind built into the camera, so as I press the shutter the camera rinds on. Another lovely feature with this camera is in the viewfinder, not only do you get the shutter speed, but you get the aperture, so you've got all the information you need. Now remember, these models were just before we went all automatic, so the focusing is manual. One weakness with the Contax cameras was the covering, and you will quite often find that the covering is slightly deteriorated. You can replace the covering. There's plenty available on eBay. This camera I use, and it's currently got a film in, so unfortunately I can't show you the inside of the camera, because one of the things you sometimes need to check are what are called the camera seals. If they are perished, you will need to change those. Again, there's plenty available on the internet. It's not the lightest of cameras, but you feel that you are using something of quality. The image quality is fantastic. I hope to post at some point some images I've taken on this camera. Price range, they are shooting up. A few years ago you were able to pick them up for £20–30. Good ones seem to be between 70 to 300 depending on the model. Some of the Contax models are now quite pricey. Have a good look out. When they came out they were sometimes criticised for the reliability. I've had this one some time now and I've been delighted with it. They're a lovely quality camera with film, great fun to use.